Yo, yo. Yo.
I'm ready, bro.
Bro, we live right now, bro. You missed the intro and all that, bro.
My fault. I had to get this situated.
Alright, hold on. So good.
I'm about to come in the camera.
Alright, ready?
Yeah, I'm about to come on the mic right now.
Hold on. Oh shit, what the hell is that? Always waiting on Eddie's. We'll be seeing if he doing, y'all.
It's good, yeah. It's good.
He easy to beat. Even when it's time to be here, easy to beat.
Bro, this shit not live. It's not live though, bro. It's not live.
Yeah, it is. We all live, man.
It says go live on my screen, bro.
On your screen. We live, buddy. Hey, refresh it. Crazy. See, I'm always on time. You know what I'm saying? It's all good though. Everybody make mistakes. I just don't make that many, you know? But we gonna wait.
All right,
What to say now, my friend?
All right.
Right. There you go.
All
right, boom.
Nobody.
I'm Eli.
And I'm Eddie.
And I'm on time. And we gave it takes. You know what I'm saying? Look, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe. Make sure I show love, man. We got a couple videos doing real well.
I'm glad they showing love. Back-to-back 2K plus videos. We see y'all, man. We see y'all liking up a little bit. We need more on the likes, though. We need y'all to sub up, too. We need y'all to sub up, man. We need y'all to follow on the gram, follow on TikTok. We almost had 100 on the gram and TikTok. So we need y'all to keep going crazy. We had 20 followers on Facebook. We need y'all to keep going crazy everywhere.
The likes is what's most important, man.
Yeah.
I don't care about none of the other stuff, man. Just make sure I hit that like button, man. I care if it's 10 likes. I care if it's 10 likes. Just make sure we at 10 likes, man. Everything after that
Really,
is a
I ain't gonna lie.
plus.
Fuck 10 likes. We going for at least 20 plus. You know, we provide very good content. We work hard for y'all, man. 20 plus likes on the, every video we can. You know, which y'all seem to do a good maybe 40 to 50% of the time. It's a 50-50 chance with you guys sometimes, and we appreciate it. But
we appreciate all the love, man. We got the trolls. We love the trolls too, man. If y'all gonna hit the like, hit the like. If y'all gonna hit the dislike, hit the dislike. As long as you watch.
Do to the trolls though, we bet. Well, I mean, I argue with them, but Eli just hit y'all with he just tap a heart on your shit. He leave y'all alone just to get y'all.
Yeah, man. You know that's the best way to make a troll look dumb. Or not even reply. Don't even reply to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Look, we got a good show for y'all today, man. Hope all was well with y'all. For the festivities or what have you, bro. I hope everything was good. The New Year's on its way, and for the New Year, we intend to bring y'all the best content possible. So with that being said, Eddie, huh?
You see me?
Yeah, I can see you. With that being said, Eddie, what we got, man?
Oh man, first thing I want to talk about today is obviously the thumbnail. James Harden, the whole situation with him giving up on franchises, going back and forth, don't know where he want to go. How do you feel about that whole situation?
I want you to speak on it first. You speak on it first
because we definitely have more to say. I don't have that much of a problem with James Harden going back to Houston. I know that's where he got the keys at. That's where he got his first ever crown. He was the best player in Houston. That's probably the only player he's gonna ever be the best player at, because he wasn't in the Nets. He's not in Philly. So James Harden, the thought of him going back there to play with a couple young guys, it's not a bad thing. I feel like he could get them running in motion. He's a vet, already 32 years old, an MVP, a very good player. He could get them started, them young guys. And them young guys need a vet like him, no disrespect to Eric Gordon, but they don't need an Eric Gordon. He's not really the ideal guy to look up to, especially with Jalen Green, KPJ out there. So James Harden, I feel like, yes, it's a good thing, but, him giving up on multiple franchises isn't a thing, especially, going back to the one that he gave up on in the first place. I don't agree with that part of it, but I'm open to a James Harden Houston return. I would definitely love to see that.
You kept it short, man. I mess with you, bro. You a cap artist at its finest, bro. At its finest, bro.
I'm capping, bro. That's how I feel. I never had a problem with James Harden going wherever he wants, because there's a lot of players that have gone wherever they want and give up on franchises. So,
bro,
LeBron technically being one, giving up on the Cleveland the first time, but go ahead.
Don't compare that.
Just saying, LeBron gave up on his franchise too.
LeBron brought them a championship. Don't compare it.
He came back and brought them a championship. So
listen, my friend.
If
this man quit on multiple franchises, time out. This man quit on multiple franchises, bro. He quit on the Houston Rockets because his roster wasn't adequate enough. I recall that team wasn't that better than what the team he has now. Although they have a lot of young talent. It's still what they are right now is what they were. They haven't progressed because their talent hasn't progressed yet to the point where they could be a contender in the Western Conference. If he goes there, the James Harden that you're expecting is not what they're gonna get. You know why? Because you know why? Because Mike D'Antoni isn't there. He's very important to the success of James Harden. He won't be there. You know why? Daryl Morey is not there. The guy who has manifested and got the players that James Harden needs to put around him, he won't be there. You know what I'm saying? Who else? The key players that he got to come to Philly, those players will not be there to make James Harden feel at home, feel comfortable, for him to thrive at what he dominated at. When he goes there, he's gonna clash with Jalen Green. Jalen Green is that type of player. He's not just gonna let James Harden come and take over. I don't feel that whatsoever, especially not this version of James Harden. James Harden quit on the Houston Rockets. He went to the Nets. It didn't work out. He quit on them for various different reasons. I can kind of attest to why he did that. Okay, cool. He goes to Philly in a pretty good situation with an MVP caliber player, Joel Embiid. What does he do? He wants out. The jury's still out on it. You know what I'm saying? But just the simple thought that he has interest in it, which I know he does, I wouldn't put it past him because look what he's done. His history is very consistent with what he has done. You know what I'm saying? Or what he is being accused of doing. He wants out again on another franchise to go play and play hero ball and pad his stats and get a check because he knows chances are the way he's playing, which he's not playing that bad. He's not playing on the level of Joel Embiid. I told people that Joel Embiid will be the leader of this team with or without James Harden on the team. Does not matter. James Harden will not outshine him. Yeah, he may have a couple moments, but he will not outshine this young Joel Embiid.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's the leader on that team. I don't know how I feel about Joel Embiid being leader, but you could one extra thing I want to add on is the fact that statistically the Houston Rockets may not be a better team than they were in 2021, but in terms of actual talent and players, they are. I mean, Kevin Porter Jr. is a better player than Jalen Green wasn't there then. He's a hooper, and the fact that you said Jalen Green couldn't coexist with James Harden. Now that's a good point. I won't even sit here and lie. That's a very good point. But I seen D'Lo coexist with. I mean, I see Anthony Edwards coexist with D'Lo, and coexist with Cat for about 2 years. So I think it's very possible. And I think Ant and Jalen Green they don't have different personalities. They're both cocky players who are ball hogs. They barely pass the ball. They both barely pass the ball. They both play hero ball. Come on, bro. They both have similar games. If you watch them boys, you can't tell me they don't have similar games. You know, they shoot when they want to. They're both ferocious dunkers. So it's like I don't think it's much of a difference. They are two different human beings. Don't lie.
James Harden is the greatest superstar choker of all time. Period. And the voice of my nigga Ticket, bro.
I bet.
Period. He wants to quit on franchises. He don't even want to prove himself in a pretty good situation. What more do you need, my friend? Now you want less. You had it all on the Nets. Now you want a little less on the Sixers. Now you want even less back to the Rockets. What is going on?
I wouldn't say the Sixers is less. I actually think the Sixers are better all around. They have more names all around. Shit, you got is PJ Tucker, Shake Milton, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris. It's a lot more other names. You know, the Nets 3 was really just them 3. And what I think Patty Mills, that's really it.
Man, I'm tired of this man, bro. Honestly, bro.
I understand.
I really am, bro. I don't know the man personally. We ain't talking about nothing personally, bro.
Look what Bob said. What's good,
I'm
Bob?
sick of this dude, bro. He knows his next contract is his max. Joel is gonna get the bigger bag. Yeah, Bob. Most likely, bro. Most likely. So he want to run to Houston, get the check, pad his stats. You know. Okay. You know, I probably would do the same thing if I was his position.
I wouldn't say last super max, yeah, but at last max, I mean, Jordan Poole just got a max. A couple other guys got a max that are worse than James Harden. So I think James Harden next contract is looking like 100 million plus. So Melo vibes. Definitely Carmelo vibes. I was gonna get into that. Carmelo Anthony, to me, is the most overrated superstar of all time. And I'm not gonna lie. Oh, super choker. I'm sorry, superstar choker, whatever you want to call him. He's the best at that. Whatever you said. You know, for various reasons to me. Especially since he took that $60 million in New York and just shitted the bed every time he played a comp team. He played LeBron James in the second round in 2011 and absolutely pissed in the bed, bro. Had a piss party in the bed, bro. The guy shot 36. LeBron cooked him. LeBron was giving it to him. You know, none of that stuff. But yeah, like he wasn't the best player on his team. Obviously not on the court because LeBron James was on the court. And you had Dwayne Wade still on the court. Chris Bosh looked better than Carmelo Anthony that series. And not only Chris Bosh, but Amari Stoudemire looked better in that series, just like he did the first year they both played together, where Amari averaged 27 and 11. And then the next year he goes on to play better than him in the playoffs. You know, the Knicks had a roster, and to me, and that's around the time I first started watching basketball. So I felt like they had an adequate enough roster to play with them. J.R. Smith, Amon Shepard, Jason Kidd, Tyson Chandler, Amari Stoudemire. To me, in my personal opinion, the New York Knicks had an adequate enough roster to go at it with the Miami Heat, especially since that was the same year that LeBron did what he did in the finals, choked to Dirk Nowitzki. So there was definitely a chance for them to do something, and he didn't do anything at all.
Yeah, man, I ain't really got much on that.
Nah, it wasn't really a topic. It was just speaking on the superstar choker fact thing. But yeah, we wasted a lot of, not wasted, but we talked a lot of time on that.
Hold on, nah, I ain't done, bro.
You ain't done? Sheesh.
I ain't done, bro. Look, James Harden, bro, the same man who want to criticize Giannis, a man who attacked his weaknesses in the finals. And we're gonna talk a little bit about Giannis later on. What's good, Q? What's good, Q? James Harden want to attack a man who attacked his weaknesses in the finals, right? Oh, the free throw woes went out there and hit what 20 for 20 something. I don't know what it was.
And it 16,
exactly.
I believe it was.
You want to criticize that man. The man knows skill, this and that, and you have a hard time having more skill. You have a harder time of showing up where your team's back is against the wall, right? And now where your team doesn't even get the chance to have their back against the wall, you trying to bail out. You trying to go, you trying to go play catch up in Houston and play hero ball and relive the glory days.
Luke.
Bro, this ain't that. It's over with. James Harden is a clown, bro. Don't take him serious, bro. Stop comparing with AI. Stop comparing him with all these great shooting guards, bro. I'm sorry. He has an MVP. Yeah, he was a great player when his run was what it was, bro. Till he got to the playoffs and we see what he really is.
I can for sure agree with that. I don't like the comparisons to him and AI, even though we had a conversation about a separate thing. But yeah, I feel like James Harden is at best the 5th to 6th best shooting guard of all time. Might have to throw him at the 6th spot because Clyde actually has a ring, and he has, he was actually good in the playoffs. He went head to head with Michael Jordan, so and got to the finals as a number one option. So I got to give that to Clyde, especially in the Western Conference. That was pretty good at the time. So James Harden, yeah, he's not that guy in the playoffs. Especially when guys Harden trying to go back to Harden is trying to go back.
Time out. How old is James Harden?
32.
Okay. He lucky he wasn't old. I was gonna fry his motherfucking ass. He
lucky.
So
he lucky. With James Harden play in his history of injuries, I'll say to keep up the consistent decent play that he's been playing, I'll give him about 5 years left.
As a matter of fact, this motherfucker right here, 32, playing like his prime is over. And he's right. He's not even at the end of it yet. Your prime ends about 30, 34, 35, in my opinion, especially in this league. Where
no. That's if you're a superstar. That's if you're great. Because a lot of primes have ended very early. I think if you're an all-time great, it should end about around 34, 35. Now, guys like MJ, Kareem, and LeBron were so unhuman that we lived to the fact that we thought that these guys were supposed to be, you're supposed to start playing bad around age 37 and 38. But I feel like the majority of players actually started going down around that age.
Man, look, man, I don't care what James Harden do. I really don't. Let's just move on, bro. For real. Last time we talked about this later on here, bro.
No, we can move on, but I don't think he's that much out of his prime. I think from a scoring standpoint, yeah, but he's still passing the rock at a very high extreme level. Still
rebounding, man. We not taking that. He could hoop, man. Mm-hmm. But let's just move on, bro.
Next up, we got to talk about that Bucks Nets game from a few days ago. I want to talk about how your boy Giannis was held to 0 points in the fourth quarter against the 15th best defense in the league. So and the Nets have been, we gotta clap it up for them. I'm not gonna lie, man. The Nets have been a very good team. They're actually blowing out the Cavs right now, which is my team. So them boys, man, the Nets have been on fire, bro. Like I was talking with the guys in the store not too long ago, about 2 hours ago. They talking about, got guys who don't even know basketball talk about the Nets on fire and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. I'm like, wow. So people actually the Nets are putting everyone on notice on how these guys is on fire. Maxey ain't gonna for that. He said Tyrese Maxey ain't going for that. I don't. Yeah, Tyrese Maxey. But yeah, like I said,
Man,
yeah.
what you
But the
saying,
Nets,
bro?
man, they absolutely did a good job against the Bucks. Beat them by 18. Held Giannis to 0 points in the fourth quarter. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. Shout out to y'all. Y'all looking like the best duo out here. Y'all going at it with JB and JT. For sure they is. Because now they're tied for first seed or second seed.
Bro. Hold your horses, my boy. Because you know how you like to jump the gun. And remember what happened last time where I put you on stage and lit your ass on fire. You remember that?
Yeah, I don't think you let me.
Last live stream.
I cooked you. I cooked you. It's just it came with repercussions. Things happen.
The gasoline on you. I lit the match and threw it on you on stage.
Listen, bro. We're not talking about Anthony Davis. We're talking about Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and the Nets and how they've been hooping. How they're going on a 9-game win streak tonight. Them boys have been playing out of their mind, bro. You gotta give some respect to them, bro. They cooked your boys.
Nah, I ain't taking nothing away from them.
They cooked your boys by 18, bro. Held them to 0 in the fourth quarter, bro. 8 games, sorry. Giannis is the best player in the league in your eyes overall. He should not be held to 0 points in the fourth quarter, especially in a crucial game like this. You know, these are one of the regular season games that matter, just like the Bucks versus Celtics.
Easy to beat, bro.
There you go, bro.
Easy to beat, bro. This man won a championship in the highest stakes, bro. Down 2-0. So I'm gonna bring it up every chance I get, bro. You wanna talk about this regular season shit? I could bet on Giannis, and I could bet on Giannis in the postseason. We could talk about all this regular seasons that boom, boom, back, whoa, yeah, boom, boom, boom. All these dudes you talking about, they real cute in the regular season, bro. Giannis can have this in the regular season. I could give him an excuse because guess
what? Talking about. What do you mean?
Because guess why? Guess why, bro? The man did it. The stigma that was on him that I held against him, that he couldn't get it done in the postseason. He can't do this. He's a choker. He's this, that. Guess what? He proved me wrong. End of story, bro.
One postseason gives you that. So why we don't talk
major about postseason? Major.
Yes,
high stake, Kevin.
I was saying the same thing.
High stakes.
I mean, I was saying the same thing.
High stakes. You know why? Because he was down. We're not even talking about that. The Nets, hey, look. Bravo. All this regular season stuff, like I said, is real fine and dandy, bro. But until y'all erase that shit stain that y'all got on y'all record, getting swept last year and stomped. Look,
I'm not gonna pull out what Kev's pulling in.
I'm gonna tip my hat off to you. Buka, there you go.
I'm not gonna do that what Kev's doing in the comments. I'm not gonna say the if, ands, or buts. Them boys won it. They won their championship. There's no way around it. Giannis absolutely balled out. I think he had one of the best. Didn't the Celtics get swept last year? They got gentlemen swept, but again, Jason Tatum didn't have no one else on the court. But again, no ifs, ands, or buts, which is, respectful. But he came back the next year and swept them, clean swept them. They couldn't get a game. 2 superstars couldn't get a game. So let's not be unfair here. So with the Nets thing, I mean, KD proven himself. He's one of the best players of all time, one of the best finals players of all time. He's in that top 3 discussion when it comes to players in the finals. But he of course got swept, so we got to take that into factor. But Giannis also lost to the same team that same year. Okay, he took him to 7. That is true. He still lost though. There's no way around it. Giannis lost to that same team. So let's that's another thing. Let's give some respect to the Celtics as well.
Let's clap it up and compare a sweep to a 7-game series. Let's do that. A sweep with a top-heavy team with three of the arguable most skilled players to ever play the game.
It was 2.
No, at first it was 3. Let's just put that out there. It was 3.
In the beginning of the season, they didn't. It
was 3 of them though. Hold on, it was 3 of them now.
They didn't play in the playoffs.
But look, here's my point. Against a guy, the notion is that he is not skilled, right? Just saying. Let's read some of these comments though. If the Celtics stars can average more than the average last year, I'll favor them to win because what they did last year. Great point.
JT averaging 30 and 7, and JB averaging 27 and 8. So, and they got some good help out there, so they should be good.
he's blaming a vaccination card for them losing.
Kev, you can't, man. You can't. So let's just say the Nets end up okay. They play the Hawks in the first round. Just to say we give them first seed because Miami was first seed this year. Just let's say we give them that. They play the Hawks in the first round. They go on in the second round and play who did they play? Philly, right? So they probably beat Philly. Now they get to the ECF. Oh no. They play the Bucks, right? They play the Bucks. No. I'm sorry. I lost track. They do play Philly in the second round. Then it goes to the ECF. Do you think the team that they got swept to is gonna beat them? They're gonna beat them in the ECF, bro. Come on, bro. Let's be honest, bro. If they swept them in the first round, what's gonna be the change of result in the third round when the stakes are higher? And Jason Tatum actually gave 46 in a crucial game 6. He gave
47
points to who some might think is the best defender in the league. I think it's a very reasonable discussion. I think Giannis is one of the best defenders in the league. So he gave him that. So imagine what he was doing in those stakes against them.
Under no circumstances was I ever confident that KD and Kyrie, that combination would win a championship. I was hyped for them because KD is my favorite player.
From the city.
Yeah, you know, and those the two to me in their prime, the two biggest stars we had because KG, we know KG, Paul Pierce. KG is, I would consider him on the superstar level. Paul Pierce kind of right there to me, but that's my opinion. But those are the two biggest stars we had in the Nets. Let's just keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? But my expectation with that combination for them to win the championship, I didn't really. But then they got James Harden. It's like, okay, that's the expectation, and y'all can. They almost made it. They did. That's it. Period. End of story, bro. I'm not hearing no injuries and all that, man. Nah.
Come on, a lot of teams go down with injuries, bro. We can't. You know, I understand. Turn that camera around. Show above your headboard. Yeah. He talked about the Celtics started off better in the first half than they did last year as well. Definitely. They were 2 games under 500 last year around this time. And this is around the time they started to pick it up. As soon as 2022 hit, they started to pick it up. Robert Williams was injured. Al Horford was battling like minor injuries in the playoffs as well, but he was able to play some games. But we can't, like, what excuses are you going to make? They didn't have, I mean, I guess besides Ben Simmons being out, but I mean, Ben Simmons ain't looking like much of a, oh my God, Ben Simmons was out. He ain't look like, they probably would have won one extra game with Ben Simmons, to be honest, the way he plays, averaging a triple single. So, you know, and I feel like he slowly started to pick it up at some point, but it's not looking too well. I mean, he's doing a little bit of his job, I guess, but that's not the Ben Simmons that I know y'all wanted.
Anyways, next, because I'm on a roll, bro. Knocking these shits out the park.
He's mad. It's all right, Kev.
Doing good, man. You win some, you lose some, son.
You're just telling the truth, man. Next up, let's get into some more controversial statements right here. So, how do you feel about Ja Morant and you know how disrespectful he can get? You know, not from a keep his energy by April 12, 2022. I mean, listen, bro. I said don't count the Nets out, but hey, I'm just saying we just gotta speak the truth. But yeah, how do you feel about Ja Morant and, like, you know, how disrespectful he can get at times? You know, being that he's a younger guy and he's not that successful, but he still wants to talk. You know, talk that talk.
Look, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, bro. This generation got no type of respect, bro. I'm an old head.
I like it though.
Now I'm gonna keep it. I'm an old head type of nigga, bro. Like you know me personally. You know that. Yeah. I'm an old head, bro. You think Michael Jordan would have did some shit like that in the 1980s, bro? No way, bro. No way.
They were trying to call him the best player, and he was not. Like, he wasn't trying to take that.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? The greatest player to ever play. He didn't even do that. But this man right here, like, I don't know. Confident, yeah, that's cool. You know, I respect that. But you worry about the Celtics and all this, and like you ain't worried about nobody in the West. Like I said, you know, I told you open season not in the West, you know. But you have to,
in both conferences to me.
I mean, it's obvious to everybody that's in that conference, but like, bro, if you go up against Luka, Zion, the Suns, bro, chances are any of them teams could really knock your head off, bro. So let's not act like this is not this is gonna be contested in the West. You know what I'm saying? This is not gonna be no breeze. Like, I don't know what he did last year that made him think, oh, okay, hey, you had your little success, bro, but you ain't there yet, my boy. With all due respect, you a great talent, but you ain't there yet, my boy. You gotta hold your horses, bro. Because what happens is you talk like that and stuff like yesterday happens, and then you look dumb. You asked for this game, and the media gave it to you. The NBA gave this game to you, which in reality, from what I know from the past couple years, what is the Christmas game supposed to be, Eddie?
You said what?
From what I know and from what the history shows us, what is the Christmas game actually supposed to be?
Oh,
the most anticipated
matchup, like one of the historic matchups for
the finals rematch.
Yeah,
that's what's supposed to be the finals.
We talking about right now. We're talking about Ja Morant and how cocky he can be.
Right, and because you wanted this game, and because the NBA circles like you, you're supposed to be. You're the poster child for America.
Yeah,
America's basketball. You know,
he's the next like big thing for America for American basketball.
Right. So they gave you that game, and look what you do. You proceed to get punished. You got punished without Stephen Curry, without Wiggins.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
Those two right there are major pieces for the Warriors, bro. The Warriors have
the two major pieces.
I don't want to say no identity without those two because they got Draymond on the court, but they're not themselves without those two on the court, especially not Steph. Especially Steph, I mean. And you go out there, you get punished by them dudes, bro. It looked like a 12-round fight out there. You got punished, bro. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it all the way 100, bro. I'm tired of him opening his mouth, bro. Like this.
Yeah, they struggled to find a lead the whole game. They couldn't get a lead the whole game.
I don't know.
But what I gotta say about that is that I mean I like it, man. I like when Ja Morant talks because I don't think there's anybody in the league that can stop that kid. Yo, like I watched this guy like even last night in the Christmas game, they could not stop this kid, bro. The only reason they really lost is because Desmond Bane played like shit, and I couldn't give him a pass because he's coming off an injury. He literally came off an injury. This is his first game back, so I could give him a pass for that. But other than that, they could not stop Ja Morant. Ja lacked the type of skill I think a real point guard should have. I mean, that's what a lot of older guys like to say. That most of the point guards nowadays, they just don't have that sort of passing skill. But Ja Morant, if he says I'm going to get a basket, he will get a basket. You know, he's one of them guys that can actually do and say that. So I think these guys are a very, I mean, they're a strong team. I mean, I have a lot of respect for Desmond Bane because he's going to go down as one of the greatest 3-point shooters of all time. So, I see Memphis doing a lot of damage, especially with Ja Morant. I think Ja Morant should continue talking what he talked. He's a MVP. He's in the MVP convo. He's really amongst one of the best players in the league. He's one of the only guys in the league who gets you 29 with at least 7 to 8 dimes a game. So he got to keep doing what he got to do. Keep showing him. He got to keep proving someone like you wrong because obviously you don't believe too much in him. I believe in
Never
him.
said that. Never said that. Go and watch it now. Never said that.
Believe in the fact that he can talk like that. I still believe in that.
Hold on. Let's give an example of why Ja Morant shouldn't talk like that. But you keep going though.
I mean, that's really all I gotta say about it.
Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Let me see. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Can you pull it up? Let me see. Is it here? Nope. They don't got it. See, I'm gonna give you a pass today because I like to troll Ja. See, we got this little thing popping up in here. We need to start wrenching people up, man.
Oh yeah, we need some mods in this motherfucker.
But yeah, just go ahead next, cause I'm gonna let him ride on that
one. Sure, yeah. I mean, Ja, you good, bro. Just show them why you think that you're gonna be one of the greatest of all time. I like trash talk whether it backfires or not. That's true. And I'm pretty sure he likes that as well. I can see it. Because in the Western Conference semis, they lost. They lost, and he was talking a lot of trash before that. Even during that, he was talking trash. He was taunting Steph in his face when they won that first game. So I'm pretty sure Ja lives for things like that. But moving on from that, I want to talk about a very, very underrated MVP season, one that's not talked about too much. Eli, you're gonna go first on this. Let's talk about Kevin Durant in 2014, man. In 2014, man. We know that guy was amazing back then.
You get my glasses so I can read this. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant in 2014 MVP season. 32 points per game, 7.4 rebounds on 50, 39, 87 splits, man. He was first in win shares. He was first in PER. He was first in, what is this? God damn. I didn't even write it down. I think this is all right, so he's first to win share. I think no. Vorp was first in. And this right here, what is this? This box plus minus. He was first in box plus minus, and he was top 10 in defensive win shares, man.
He had about 6 that season? Had about 6 defensive win shares that season.
Yep.
Very
top
impressive.
10. Look. Go ahead, Eddie.
That's all you got to say?
Yeah, that's all I wrote.
Yo, I'm gonna dive into a little more, and I'm gonna say a few other things. But yo, that guy was like one of the most valuable players ever. I believe he had about 19 win shares. I think the closest, that was the second highest for that decade. The highest was LeBron in the previous year with 20 win shares, and the third was Steph in the prior 2 years was about 17. So Kevin Durant was very valuable. With Westbrook going down that season, only playing about a little more than half, he was really hooping, man. He had a stretch from January 4th to the 31st where he averaged 37 points per game, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 55, 44, 94 splits, and the OKC went 12-3. And I believe they clinched like the playoffs around this time. They were able to clinch the playoffs around this time. I believe with only a month left of basketball. So them guys, he really led that team to very great heights. He was playing good defense. He had, a very solid team. I'm really sad and devastated that this season isn't talked about a lot because this is a very valuable season, man.
And what makes it very important, especially having a season like this, almost guarantees you MVP at this particular time in the NBA. Being first in all those major categories, value over replacement, offensive box plus minus, defensive win shares, those are all factors that the voters look at to determine if you're the MVP or not. This is why people feel like Jokic does deserve the 2 MVPs he had because of those factors. This is looking at the game in depth. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking at it from that standpoint, bro, most valuable player is most valuable player. And those metrics are used to determine your value. So
on top of all that, KD was first seed and did win 60 games. So we gotta give some credit to that as well. So
it really is talked about him a lot. You know what I'm saying?
And really people, I hate to see it, and people have actually argued that LeBron James should have won that MVP that season just because he made the finals, which has nothing to do with the regular season. And it's just like, bro, like LeBron can't win everything. He is human. It's gonna be some seasons where someone else plays better. That's just how it is. So let's just give some credit to Kevin Durant. I know a lot of people don't like to do it because he's a snake, this and that. He left his team. I completely get it. But we got to understand that Kevin Durant was just in the midst of one of the greatest primes of all time. From that year all the way up until 2018 was one of the greatest primes we've ever seen, from the regular season to the playoffs, man. We gotta show some respect to that, man.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly, bro. Look, like I said before, bro, the MVP voting is all over the place, bro. Like, for him to do what he did, it's very impressive. Not talked about it. I think it belongs in some of the greatest MVP campaigns of all time, bro.
Definitely.
I think it's probably top 5, bro. Top 5.
I agree with that.
And I argue with Eddie. He brought to my attention. I may have brought up the fact that it may have been better than Steph's MVP season, the unanimous MVP season that is. And there's an argument there. You know, there's a lot of people that think Steph's is a lot better because under the circumstances, winning 73 games, you know, his value was out of this world that particular season. So, you know, I understand it from that standpoint. I definitely do.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of discussions. I mean, you throw 2013 Bron into that discussion. I mean, I think 87 MJ, where he averaged 37 and won the Defensive Player of the Year, 35 with about 2-3 steals a game with a block. Very, had about 22 win shares, I believe, that year. One of the highest of all time. Actually, the highest from the 80s to now. No one has ever beaten that record. The other ones came before with Kareem and Wilt and them. But yeah. Ben airball and layups. What do you mean we're reaching?
Oh, we're reaching them. Here we go. Here come Q guy. Here we what we talking about?
You don't think it's top 5? I mean, we said 3 of them already. I mean, 2013 Bron, MJ back, 87, Steph's 2016. That's in the discussion as well. And I think you might have to throw one of Wilt's MVPs in there as well. My bad. I thought y'all was talking about this year. Oh no. But he is definitely in the MVP discussion this year, though.
Not this year.
He won't win. He won't win, but he is in the discussion.
Most definitely.
That's probably it I got to say about that. I want to move on to a more serious note. I want to move on to I seen the Celtics, they did it to Giannis. They played again, good defense on him. JT with 41, another 40-point game against Giannis. I think his third in the last 3 out of 10 matchups. Yes, 40 points on the Bucks. But that means that there's another team in that discussion that I feel like since they already beat them twice, they still in that discussion to battle with them at the ECF, because I feel like the Bucks are slowing down a lot, and I feel like Giannis is being slowed down a lot. So that comes to my point where I'm gonna say, for sure, I'm gonna go back and say the Cavs will for sure meet the Celtics in the ECF, and they're gonna beat them. Like I previously said, they're gonna go to the finals for the East. There's a chance they might win it all. But like I said about a few months ago, they're gonna beat the Celtics. Main reason because in the playoff, when it comes to the playoffs, I'm taking Donovan Mitchell over JT by far. D. Mitch has been proven to do a lot of things in the playoffs that haven't been done at his age. I mean, his first ever playoff appearance, he knocked down a super team in Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, and PG. He goes up. I mean, he's in the West and JT's in the East. So, I mean, it's either Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz have to beat the Houston Rockets and the Golden State Warriors, compared to JT being, he doesn't have to meet LeBron every time. He might meet someone else. If he meet LeBron, it's in the ECF. So I think that just the level of difficulty Donovan Mitchell and Utah Jazz had to face was much more harder than Jason Tatum and his difficulty faced in the Eastern Conference, because there was more come through the years, and we know that for a fact. So yeah, I mean he has 3 playoff appearances, 3 playoff series averaging 37 or more. So Donovan Mitchell is an absolute baller. He's like a dominant scorer in there. One of the youngest, I believe, amongst active players. He's top 3 or 4 in points per game in the playoffs. So, Donovan Mitchell, man, he gonna go out there, and they still have Darius Garland, one of the most skilled point guards in the league. He's gonna enter that discussion for best point guards very soon. Evan Mobley, the rookie of the year. Scotty Barnes was rookie of the year. Sorry, the runner-up from rookie of the year. Evan Mobley is currently leading them to the number 1 defense, and they have been number 1 since I think the first week of the NBA, since the NBA started. So them guys got it all. Jared Allen down there helping shut down the paint with Evan Mobley, and the bench is stacked as well. So just saying what I said already. And they're proving me right. They're tied for second and first seed right now, or second seed. So they're up there still. They still holding it down.
Anyways, I don't know how we got into all of that, but this clown right here, right? We talking about the Celtics and the Bucks game. You went
no. I brung up the fact that the Bucks, I just don't see them making it to the ECF no more, and that's why I substituted the Cavs into the discussion, because I don't know. The Bucks just, They're not looking good. I mean, they lost to the Cavs already. They lost to the Celtics. Those are their two highest matchups right now, and they're just losing to them.
Right here on live, put your money where your mouth is.
I'll
if
put
them two meet at full strength, are you as confident as
the
you
Bucks
are?
are currently at full strength. It's just Chris Middleton is
Are
shitty
you
right
confident
now. He's shit.
that they're gonna beat the Bucks?
I'm very confident. Just like
put your money where your mouth
just
is.
like I was the day D-Mitch got
A buck.
traded there. The day it became
a buck.
Huh?
A buck on it.
I put a buck on it.
All right.
The day.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, 47-43 is the timestamp. Put that in there.
The day it be that's you could use that. You could save that all you want. The day it became Mitch land in Cleveland is the day that I believe that the Cavs were gonna go all the way and they were gonna be a top 3 seed.
With all them young players, right?
Yeah.
With no experience, right?
I mean, if you want to use it like that, I mean, they're in the East now. It's weak over there.
What's weak over where?
It's weak over there. Past the first round is weak.
It ain't weak in the Eastern Conference. And I don't know what you watching.
They probably gonna meet up with Philly.
I don't know what you watching.
That's it. They probably gonna meet up with Philly.
What you watching.
Get them boys out of there. Get them boys out of there.
I don't know what you watching, bro. The East is the best it's ever been, bro. Facts.
I mean, I guess.
Facts. Yeah, I mean, you guess.
It's still bro. They still weak.
Look, we getting into a whole nother conversation, bro, because you just nitpicking. Anyway, I'm gonna give my opinion on the game, bro. I agree with you, bro. Giannis, something about him just looking not right. I gotta say that because I ain't gonna cap. You know, I say I will troll, I will do all that, but I ain't gonna cap for nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm about. Giannis is looking a little shady, man. I don't know what's going on, but he looks very, very human. Although he is human, we know that. But in terms of being what he is, he's not looking like. I don't know, man. You just have to watch it to see for yourself. Giannis is not looking like the dominant Giannis that I know, especially against premier teams. Yeah, especially against premier teams, premier defenses. He's not looking like himself. The Celtics clearly know him like the back of their hand. We see how well they defended him last year. Although he dropped a couple 40 pieces on them, it was very difficult for him to get to that feat. They made it very hard on him. They just know him like the back, and there's been other teams that have presented this issue for him. Just being at the right place at the right time. Building a wall at some stuff that has given him problems in the past. We're seeing it come full circle for some reason. Forcing him to shoot jumpers. I mean, I can't tell you how many jumpers they forced him to shoot, and he just airballed or hit the side of the rim.
And he just keeps shooting.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? At least he has that capability to, but we ain't getting into that. Look, the Celtics, like I said, bro, they're my pick to go to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, that's not what I said. Ultimately, I said it's between them and the Bucks, So that's what I'm standing on. If you want to go with the Cavs, knock yourself out, my friend. You're going to lose $100. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if y'all want to listen to this clown, y'all go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of people believe in the Cavs, like, whatever. But I'm going to say this, bro. I don't bet on teams with no experience. I don't do it. I did it last year, and look where it got me. You know what I'm saying? Now they got experience. And going up against a team like the Cavs, that's easy money. That's easy money. That's easy money. Yeah, in my hand. Cash. I want it.
We're going to see about that. I got you.
I'm sure you do. But look, we're going to get into this last topic right here because we're having a little short discussion about it. Steve Nash, will he ever win an MVP in this time period? In this era? In this point in time?
I mean, I believe he could. I mean, one of the most efficient, point guards of all time, scores as well. Chris Paul was in the MVP discussion from 2021 and 2022 for a very long time. Actually finished top 5 in voting in 2021 with like some weak stats. So, and being that how valuable Steve Nash can be to a team's offense, one of the most valuable players to an offense ever, one of the most underrated valuable players to an offense ever. He can do some serious damage. He could lead a team to 50, 60 games. I believe during the 2000s, he had about 4 60-win seasons, if I'm mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. His first season in Phoenix, he led them to a 62-win season, going from 24 to 62 wins. So what? A 40 something increase, a 40 win increase. So that guy, Steve Nash can do a lot on that court on the offensive end. He's also efficient. There's only one guy in the league who can be as efficient like Steve Nash, and that's Steph Curry, and he can't pass the ball like Steve Nash. So we got to take that into factor. So, and the only guy who could probably pass the rock like Steve Nash in the league was two guys, probably Chris Paul and LeBron James. And them guys can't obviously. LeBron is a better scorer, but he doesn't simply have the efficiency that Steve Nash has. He can't shoot 40 from 3, and he can't shoot good from the free throw line either. So, or shoot very high from the mid range like Steve Nash. So there's a lot of things that Steve Nash provides, and I think he can win MVP. In today's game, he's going to get his volume will increase, and I feel like his efficiency will stay the same. This is an era that Steve Nash will completely dominate in. He will average about a good 24, 25 points with a good 10 to 11 assists per game off maybe 49, 42, and 92 splits. Steve Nash was
an underrated player. Won't lie, bro.
Was an underrated player.
Just like this topic is hypothetical, bro. That's hypothetical. That's hypothetical. I'm gonna keep it 100%, bro. Steve Nash not averaging on 24, bro.
He's averaging.
I don't know where you getting that from. He's not averaging on 24, bro. He's not averaging on 24, bro. These guards, these bro. This man, bro. Steve Nash. I know how great he is, bro. I love this man like a brother, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This man, Steve Nash, is not, bro. He's not averaging. First off, he's not averaging. No. He's not averaging 24 in this. No, I'm gonna keep it consistent with what he's averaging. Maybe he'll average 2 points more. 2 points more. He's not averaging 20.
That's 20 points,
bro. What did he average? All right. So what did he average in his MVP?
I believe that he had 2 MVPs.
The first one.
The first one was about 16 points, 15 points, somewhere around there. The second one was 18.
So okay, because I was going up the first one. That's why I said what I said.
But the second one was yeah. The first one was much more deserved. So, so you don't think with a stat line of like 20 points? Actually, the first one was 18, I believe, and the second one was 15. Yeah, the second one was 15 because that's when Kobe averaged 35. So the first one was 18. So you don't think of a stat line of like 20 and 11 and 12 assists or 50, 40, 90 and leading the team to 60 wins? You don't think that's MVP worthy, MVP combo worthy?
No, I said we're not. The discussion is not MVP worthy. It's winning it. He's not winning. He's not winning MVP with, bro. You got to understand that players are dominating. Even though that stat line is dominant, don't get me wrong. Players are really dominating in a lot of areas more so than what Steve Nash would do, in my opinion. I think what a player like who can I say? Like Giannis, if he would have won 60 games, right? And offer the stat line that he offers 30, 12, maybe
6.
1 block, 1 steal, you know what I'm saying? Offer what he offers on defense, bro. I don't think there's no way Steve Nash wins over him. Just being in the conversation, bro. If he's in the conversation with Giannis and they both win 6 games, he's not winning. And you can even go to Joel Embiid. If he wins what? It doesn't even matter. As long as.
But the thing about that, Giannis has yet to win 60 games. Steve Nash has done it about 5-6 times. He did it with Mavs. He did it with Phoenix. So, I'm not. That's again another hypothetical situation that you're bringing up. Giannis has never won 60 games. So. I don't think we should bring that into account. He almost did in 2020, but shortened season. So
I thought he did win 60 games, but I gotta look that up, bro.
He won 60 games. He won like 52, I believe, in 2020. It was supposed to be Bucks versus Lakers in 2020. I won't lie, but Giannis, he let the Heat get the best of him. But
yeah, he did win 60 games. See, I caught this man capping again.
When he won 60 games?
Oh my gosh, I don't like you messing up my argument, bro. Don't do that again. 2018, 2019, he 60 and 22, bro. What are you watching, bro? I think it was another season he did too. If it is,
that was the only season.
This dude right here, bro.
I forgot about that first MVP season.
This man right here, bro. I told y'all I gotta watch this man, bro. You feel me? He has good memory, but sometimes he You know, I get why he does that, but bro, come on, bro. Don't do that.
I forgot, bro. What the hell?
I'm just saying, bro. You messed up my argument. You talking about this, that.
They won exactly 60. Like, relax. Like, come on, bro.
But yeah, bro. Like I said, bro, Steve Nash, I don't think he will be dominant enough in this era to win an MVP, bro. That's just me, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. As great as he was, I just don't see it. So it's a lot of players that, and it's not like, and for Steve Nash's time, like he was really dominating advanced. He was really dominating advanced stats, bro. So in this time, he's not gonna be the only one, bro. So based off of that, Steve Nash winning MVP and at that particular time and being dominant in advanced stats at that time, bro, it's way different now because he's not gonna be the only one, bro. There's gonna be a lot of guys competing with him in that, bro. So what real argument are you gonna use? Oh, you're gonna say what? That his record was better? That's what you're gonna say?
I still think with the more shots that he get, he will average more points. Especially being that it's easier to get a foul call in this NBA. He will get more additional points because he barely misses free throws. He'll go more additional points from there. He's going to take more threes because how the NBA is, and there's no hypothetical situation about that. Steve Nash will take more than what I think he was shooting about 3 or 4 threes in the 2000s. He will take more than that, and there's no hypothetical situation about it. It's really a fact. He will take more threes than that. If you plop him in a spot like Utah, I can see him a very high chance of him winning an MVP. Very high chance. I think he can get an MVP.
Well, look, man, we're gonna agree to disagree all day, man. We really are, man. But look, this I just don't know what to say about it, bro. All I'm gonna say is, bro, Steve Nash was a great player. I don't want to disrespect the man in no way, shape, or form. None of these players that we talked about today. It's just my opinion, bro. Just my opinion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just my opinion. So that being said, man, most likely we will be going live tomorrow. We know we said that a lot, you know, following lives. We haven't done it, but there's a sure thing we going live tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I make sure I keep hitting the like button. Make sure I keep subscribing, bro. We're gonna drop some videos tomorrow. We're gonna drop some shorts tomorrow as well. Make sure y'all follow us right here at the bottom. Make sure y'all follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, all of that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to donate to the channel, there's our cash app right there. I'm Eli.
And I'm Eddie.
And we out.
Game it takes.